Yo, what's up everybody, it's me Taco Media and I'm finally back with another video. Today we're finding what if Goku finally was born with God of Destruction powers. I feel like this what if has been probably done quite a lot by a lot of people, but I feel like I'm gonna try and put my own twist into this video. So a lot of people are gonna see a lot of changes, plot twists and etc. So be sure to be prepared for them and hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get into it, shall we? Obviously, Goku would be born as a normal kid at first, but as powers would start flickering, obviously going to zero because, again, no one can sense God power. Though when Goku's power turned into God Ki, we start to sense that power. And at that time, Beerus technically wasn't sleeping, so even Beerus senses a God presence. Obviously, Beerus would tell Whis who's that, because it is a god presence, but it's very, very weak. Then Whis explains that there's a same baby called Goku, which he's born with God Ki. Obviously, the one and only Beerus would explain how is he born with God Ki. Whis would explain that he's technically born with God of Destruction powers, so it's not really necessarily only God Ki, which is pretty weird since no mortal has been born with any powers like that in billions and trillions of years. The last person to be born with any powers like that was Beerus. Beerus asks, well, what do they do now? Do they get Goku? Do they just let him die with the planet? Or what do they do? We suggest that they should go and take Goku, since Goku's presence in a mortal realm isn't probably a good idea, which Beerus probably agrees. And then we suggest teleport to the same planet, and then when Gine and Bardock wanted to send Goku, we still thought that maybe they should let him send them, and then we can just take Goku from space. Bardock and Gine would send Goku to Earth, and while Goku is going there, we should just teleport to the pod and would take Goku back to planet, or technically Beerus' planet, or whatever you want to call it. After Whis arrives on Beerus' planet, he shows him Goku. At first, Goku's power is just a normal level, but then Goku's servers just start flickering when he's using his emotions, turning red, turning purple, and then just going back to his base state. Then Beerus says, what is this kid doing? Like, why is he going to a mortal form when he has god powers? Whis explains that Goku was probably can't control the powers at all since he does have a mortal body. Then Beerus tells Whis about this thing that he also dreamt of, the saying God. Whis says that if he did dream of that, this is probably Goku, because it's too much of a coincidence for Goku being born with god powers. Then Whis would explain this. Look, Beerus, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I feel like Goku being born with god power wasn't probably a coincidence. I feel like maybe Zeno or someone made Goku being born with this. So I feel like killing Goku isn't really an option here. So what do you want to do? Beerus would explain that he wants Whis to, well, just raise Goku for now. They can't really do much else, and plus Beerus wants to fight Goku at his strongest, which Whis obviously agrees, and then Beerus says, wake me up in 18 years, or actually 20. I want to see the progress that he does. And obviously Whis would say sure, and Beerus would just go to sleep. At first, baby Goku would probably be way too much of a ruckus to Whis, since, well, he's a baby. But eventually, Whis, with his powers, he would try to calm Goku's instincts, and eventually letting Goku forget, well, all his memories. Leaving the memories of his, obviously, parents, though. Let's just go to Earth so I can explain to you guys what happens. Well, Earth is basically in a very big ruckus. With no Goku being there, obviously, there's a lot of things that could happen. A, maybe Dr. Jarrell and the Red Ribbon Army took over, or B, maybe the Peel Off Gang also took over. Doesn't really matter much since Earth isn't gonna be in the main story of this What If, but I just wanted to talk about it slightly. At first, when Goku turns 5, he finally starts actually being more calm and finally starts training with Whis. Then there's a time skip of 10 years of Goku just being around 15 years old. Goku at 15 would obviously have already mastered God Ki, and he was already starting to tap into his God powers, like God Destruction powers and etc. Obviously, I don't feel like Goku will be able to use Hakai or anything like that at 15, since I feel like Goku was training more with martial arts and techniques and etc. Since Goku was very basic with these, since he didn't know any. Unlike the old Goku, he already had techniques and martial arts, and he already had a lot of experience, so it was way easier to learn God Ki. I mean, for Vegeta, technically it was easier. Goku kind of just got it with a ritual, but you know what I'm saying. So, eventually, Goku, after training with Whis for 10 years, he would learn a couple of techniques like the Kamehameha and stuff like that. Yes, technically, Goku learns the Kamehameha on Earth, but it's way too iconic to just remove it from the What If, so I'm just gonna keep it. Obviously, Goku would ask Whis what's the whole point of him training with God Ki. Whis would explain this. On a mortal realm, there's something called a balance, creation and destruction. And while some people are born with God Ki, it's very rare instances where maybe in trillions of years one would be born. So it's a very rare thing to occur. And you were born with God Ki. Basically, people born with God Ki are basically chosen ones to become the next God of Destruction. Well, you don't have to become a God of Destruction, but that's kind of the whole thing about being born with God Ki and etc. So technically, you're half mortal and half God. So you're basically not technically fully human nor a full God. Then Goku says, well, what's the plan for Goku next? We will explain that in the next 5 years, he's gonna let Goku learn how to control his God of Destruction powers and let him use the Hakai. And when Beerus wakes up, he wants to train with Goku to see how his progress is going and what's his powers. But technically, Beerus isn't gonna fight you till another 25 years, or at least when you're around 40. Since when you're 20, you probably won't give Beerus a lot of challenges. Then also Goku would agree and he would start his training. I feel like Goku wouldn't really go for Ultra Instinct at this time, I at least thought that. Because if Goku's born with God Destruction powers, I don't feel like Whis is just gonna ignore that and let Goku learn, well, Ultra Instinct. At least at first. So there's a 5-year time skip with Goku training and mastering his God Destruction powers and obviously the Hakai. A lot of people might be saying, how can Goku master his God powers that fast? Well, I feel like Goku being trained by someone like Whis for 5 years straight, I feel like he'll easily be able to master something like his God Destruction powers. Yes, Goku is very young, so it'll take more time, but I feel like with Goku's potential, he could probably pull it off. 5 years later, as I said, finally Beerus would wake up, and he would look into Goku, immediately sensing his powers and sensing how much he progressed since when he was, well, a baby. Then Beerus would jump and land on his planet, checking out Goku and his power level. Sensing that Goku's power has increased quite a bit, and also Goku asks if he could spar with Beerus, with Beerus saying sure. Goku obviously going to Super Saiyan God, he would go and start clashing with Beerus. A lot of people might be saying, well, shouldn't this Goku already be very close to Beerus' powers? And well, technically no. Because Goku's base form in this timeline is technically weaker. Because the old Goku had a lot of multiplies, and he was already trained with his base form quite a lot. This Goku didn't train as much, so Goku's base form isn't technically as strong as his old one. So even when Goku goes to Super Saiyan God, and even his God Destruction form, Goku will get destroyed and bodied by Beerus. But then Goku going behind Beerus, surprising Beerus, and saying, "Ha Kai," and there's a massive explosion. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want a second part of this one, just comment down below. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye.